Hi guys, my name is Megan Carrasco and this is my physical education newsletter. This newsletter basically sums up what I found interesting about two articles, two online sources, and a children's literature book. It just goes over the many aspects of physical education, what information there is out there, and the resources that you can use. And I kind of just break down like if you're looking for certain things, which website or article or children's literature book would be better. So looking right here on the left-hand side, I have two different articles. The first article is Physical Education in School is Valuable to Children. This article basically just goes over all the benefits of physical education. It helps childhood obesity, to fight against it, as well as weight gain. It improves peer relationships, so it lowers stress, and it helps with mental and emotional health. One thing I liked about this was that I did talk about emotional and mental health. I think that's a key factor, and sometimes people don't realize that physical education can actually help prevent negative outcomes and negative emotions and things like that. And it can help if you have anxiety or you're stressed out or you're having negative thoughts. Physical education and moving helps with endorphins and get things moving, and also helps get your minds off of things that you may be stressed out or that may be stressors for yourself. So I really enjoyed this article because it didn't just focus on, well, if you do PE, you lose weight and it helps with your health. Well, this actually helps with your mental health as well. I think that's extremely important to remember, especially in kids these age. They get so wrapped up in social media, and a lot of bullying occurs on that, and sometimes it affects how they see themselves. And then it also talks about how physical education and being active can help change a student's self-worth and make them feel more confident inside and outside of the classroom. So that's something that I really loved about that article. The second article is a little bit different. It goes ahead and talks about the three elements of physical fitness, which would be endurance, strength, and flexibility. For example, it says in this article, like the kid who's running away from the other kid who's apparently it in tag, that has to do with endurance. Going across the monkey bars, that has to do with strength, and bending down to tie your shoe has to deal with flexibility. So this goes over how kids naturally do these three elements of fitness, and it's our job as educators, parents, guardians to help further this along and get kids more active by doing the things that they already do. For example, getting everybody out to go play basketball or put on a gymnastics competition. You're supposed to make PE fun and physical education and activities fun. One thing that it mentions I absolutely love is how children view PE as fun. Adults view physical exercise as something that they have to do. Like you ate that midnight snack, now you got to go run on the treadmill for an extra 20 minutes. That's not what physical education or physical activities are to children. And it's important that we remember that and help establish positive views on activities by doing things that are fun for them as well as yourself, and being a good role model like playing basketball. So that article was really cool because it focused on something a little bit different than the benefits, but also how you can help your children establish things that they already have within them. On the right hand side, I went ahead and went over the book, Froggy Plays Soccer. This is a children's literature book that promotes fitness. Um, this was written by Jonathan London and it was published in 1999. Although it is an older book, the lesson still applies to what we're trying to teach kids nowadays. And that's basically to go out there and try new things. And if you're learning a sport, for example, like soccer, you may not get all the rules, but it's important at the end of the day to remember to just have fun, to do your best. And I think the best part about this is that it shows that if you want to learn something or you want to play something, you can go and do that. You don't have to be an expert at something or be an athlete to have fun and to do your best and enjoy a sport. I think that's really important because I feel like a lot of kids get discouraged because they're not the fastest runner, but it doesn't mean that they shouldn't run. They should just have a good time and do what they love to do. So I think that's an excellent book to, establish that idea for children. And now moving on down here, these are our online resources. On the left-hand side, it's Choose My Plate, and on the right-hand side, it's Shape America. One thing about Choose My Plate that I liked is it helps students and families get a better idea of food. Food is such an important aspect in children's lives when it comes to how they do in school, their fitness, their health, childhood obesity. What you put in your mouth goes into your body. and it reacts in every single aspect of your life. So one thing I like about this website is that it can help all families, every person in the family. It can be the student, older siblings, the parent, grandparents, it doesn't matter who it is, they can help you. It gives you an option where it can like calculate how many calories you're supposed to be having and consuming. And I like that it also tells you where you can get all these things. Another thing on the website that's super cool is it gives you like seasonal foods. So like right now, if like fruits are in or what fruits are out, and it helps you get a better idea of what you could be eating and what you should be eating. So that's something that I love because a lot of people I feel need guidance on portion size, what they shouldn't be feeding their kids, and that's a great website to answer all of your questions on that. So it's a great thing to explore. On the other hand, though, my favorite website out of like those two, as well as all the articles and the books, my favorite thing would be for a resource would be Shape America. Shape America is an amazing website that teaches anybody who wants to learn about physical education, the benefits of it, physical activities, how to do these activities, how to get you on the right track, get you started, and it gives you some guidelines. Another thing that I love on there is that it helps you assess your weight, which I think is so important because often we see on social media all these skinny women and filled with curves, and sometimes it's just unrealistic and it makes you get discouraged about your own body. But on this, it tells you how to calculate your body mass index, how to look at your waist size, and it gives you a guidance of where you should be, where you shouldn't be, what would be ideal for your weight based off your height, your age, and everything with that. So that's something that I think is awesome that they offer. And then with that, they give you guides and tips on how to get healthier and how to promote a healthier lifestyle. I think one of the also special things that they have is they have something, well, a category in here for special education regarding PE, which is amazing because we should never neglect any person, any group, anybody. Physical education is for everybody, and I like that they include this for special ed children because they need physical education just as much as the next kid. And honestly, I think it's awesome that they have this because it can be shaped into a different way that benefits everybody. Because when you do physical education, it's not just age appropriateness, it has to do with everything. So I think that's awesome. And I like this activity, well, this newsletter, because we got to get a better understanding of what other people could look at as well as what students may need to look at in their families at home. But thank you.